Paul, speaking of clothing, can you talk about why avoiding synthetic clothing might be worthwhile?
So with synthetic clothing, we're talking about polyester clothing. It comes in a lot of names. Sometimes it's called elastane or other types of incarnations. But synthetic clothing is differentiated from natural clothing, cotton, bamboo, wool, these type of things. And the difference with synthetic and natural fibers happens at multiple levels. It happens at an environmental level. When you wash synthetic clothing, you actually create thousands and thousands of microplastic particles that go into reservoirs, that go into our sort of water supply, that go into the atmosphere. Even when you dry the synthetic clothing, the dryers can exhaust microplastics into your home environment and sort of polyester dust in our homes. And then when you put these things onto your body, they probably affect us in certain ways that are unique to these synthetic fabrics. The last time I was on your show, we actually talked about the Lululemon leggings and the fact that Lululemon, not specifically, but Lululemon and other manufacturers do coatings of their leggings that are moisture wicking or moisture barriers, especially in the crotch region of leggings for women or whatever. And those coatings are often involving chemicals that can be endocrine disrupting, the forever chemicals.
And what's the problem with that?
Well, when they go into your body, they stay for a very, very long time, and these can be disruptive to your normal hormonal flux and balance. These are called the PFAs, the forever chemicals. And so we don't want to be putting these on our skin in terms of sunscreens or lotions or cosmetics. But if we're wearing clothes that are also then giving us this dose of these endocrine disrupting chemicals, that can be problematic as well. So this is kind of where the whole thing gets fraught. But the simple solution is natural clothing in some incarnation.
Okay, man, when you start riffing like this, two things. One, I just love to hear you talk. I just love the sound of that intelligence. Sometimes it can feel like, man, I'm doing everything wrong. Everything. I mean, even like with my laundry, everything is going wrong. So what's something simple that a person who's listening to this can do without having to do a complete makeover for their life overnight? What's one small thing they can do?
I would start with your bed sheets, right? Because you're spending 8 hours in them a day, and make sure they're cotton or some sort of natural fiber, preferably an organic cotton. And then every time you're washing your bed sheets, you are not creating this microplastic environment in the water supply, in the atmosphere in your home in the same way. And you're spending so much time in them while you're sleeping. So start with your bed sheets and kind of go from there. And then you can pick pieces of clothing and move those. And I think that the ideal here is not to be 100% because there are a lot of clothes which simply do not occur in natural fabrics. I'm thinking of nice clothing for women, especially. I mean, for guys, it's kind of easy. You can get natural fiber suits. You can get natural fiber shirts, like suits. You can get like the highest luxury, quote unquote, things that we would wear in natural fibers. But for women, it's a little trickier. And so, hopefully women aren't wearing ball gowns day in and day out for their jobs. So they don't have to have that all the time. But yeah, start with like single pieces of clothing and maybe start with the bed sheets.
And at the heart of it, I'm hearing, don't use "I can't change everything" as an excuse to say I can't change anything.
Don't let perfect be the enemy of good, right?
Yeah.
You remember that show, Adam Ruins Everything? That's how I refer to Paul's Instagram feed. Paul just ruins everything for me. I'm wearing Lululemon pants right now, but I have cotton underwear on underneath because I used to wear synthetic underwear until this guy came into my life and was like, hey, and it actually made a difference for me. And what's fascinating is like, he ruins it in a way that it's not impossible for me to change it. Subtle changes over time. Yeah, you're not going to see me wearing any leggings anytime soon, but I'm also not wearing, like my shirt that I'm wearing right now is cotton. I'm allergic to wool, so that's a problem that I have. But most of the things that I want, I can buy in cotton, or at least have cotton underwear on, and realize there are alternatives out there. And it's becoming more and more difficult now because the things that are either trendy or convenient or super comfortable are all synthetic.
It's the trend. Yeah, it's a shame.
Thanks for watching this highlight. If you'd like to check out another one, you can watch this clip here. Or if you'd like to watch the full episode for this highlight clip, you can check out this one here. Or you can dive into the full private podcast by subscribing via the Patreon link in the description for this video. Your Patreon support is what helps keep this podcast 100% advertisement free.